Could the new NHL expansion franchise heading to Seattle be called the Seattle Kraken? We'll discuss how this information was leaked and what our thoughts are of the potential name coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. Now, as I mentioned, it appears as though the name for the upcoming Seattle NHL franchise that is start playing in the NHL in 2021 might have been leaked, and it just might be the Seattle Kraken. Now, Kraken's a name that I've been fond of for some time, really ever since the NHL officially announced they were heading to Seattle and that group was granted an expansion franchise. There's been lots of talk, lots of discussion, lots of rumors about potential team names. And Kraken is a name that I've certainly always really kind of had a liking for. Now, how this information came about is John Hoven of mayorsbanner.com had a recent interview on Sirius XM's NHL network, and here is what he had to say that's kind of got everybody talking. He says, "From everything I've heard, it looks like the Seattle Kraken is going to be the name," Hoven said on the broadcast, which is quite surprising actually when I was given that information just a couple days ago. I was a little bit in shock personally, just because we have been told several times previously that it was not the name they were going for. It looked like they were leaning towards the Sockeyes. And then now I guess it's come out that that was a name that was used in a book by an author. Maybe it was a fantasy novel, I'm not exactly sure. I haven't done the research on the book series, but it's been out there I guess for about 5 years or so. That just creates one of those legal issues that the NHL tends to shy away from, trying to secure their rights and that sort of stuff. It's one of the reasons why they've been so reluctant to use names of the past teams and things like that. And the AHL, they experienced that as well. Putting a team in San Diego, they had to buy the Gulls name, which had been through about 7 different leagues and was actually owned by a local junior team in San Diego. So they had to buy the logos, the trademarks, the names, all that stuff. And it's just yet another process that complicates an already complicated situation, trying to get an expansion franchise off the ground and up and running. He also went on to talk a little bit about the color schemes as well for the logos and uniforms. He says, "It looks like it's a red and then what's called a tealish color." He said, "It's a lighter tealish color and black. Those seem to be the primary colors they're going to be going with." Of course, we had reports from NHL insider Chris Johnson back a few months ago indicating that by the All-Star break, the Seattle group was expected to likely officially announce what their team name was going to be. Of course, the All-Star game and the break has come and gone. There's been no announcement, so kind of got everybody very curious as to why that never came to be. Of course, Chris Johnson's always a very reliable source, but of course things could have changed a little bit, and if the information here regarding the Sockeyes being the original chosen name and all the potential legal issues that they've run into could certainly be the reason why, and explain why there's been a little bit more of a delay in making the announcement. So of course those colors are not really a huge surprise. The red with the teal and the black certainly makes some sense and could certainly make for some interesting concepts on logos and uniforms. I know I've seen all kinds of mock logos in our jerseys online, and it certainly looks some interesting concepts out there. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, the official NHL group from Seattle did actually respond to these rumors and respond to the interview here that was given on Sirius XM, and here's what they had to say. They said, "While we're aware of some fishy rumors surrounding our team name, please rest assured we're doing our due diligence by scouring the depths of the ocean, the tallest mountains, and the densest parts of the forest to find the right name for our great green city." So that's certainly, I guess, a fun way of using some words to kind of deny the fact that a name has been chosen. So clearly we don't have anything official here, but if that is the actual name, I think it's something I know I can live with. I like the idea of the Kraken. It certainly gives them a little bit of mystery, a little bit of intrigue. It's something different. The color scheme would be very different than anything we have in the NHL right now as well, which would be nice. I know that they'd incorporate the color green in some capacity. Obviously the teal color could be that form of the green that's being used. So I guess we'll have to wait and see for an official announcement, but John Hoven's been a pretty reliable source in the past. He's somebody who's given out reliable information before, so certainly have no reason to think that anything would be off with this as well. And it certainly could explain, like I said, why we don't have an announcement officially here as of yet, given the fact that they run into all these potential issues using the Sockeyes names. Because the last time we had heard anything, that was the name that appeared to be the front runner and that they were going to be going with. But we may be unleashing the Kraken in Seattle soon, and I'd like to know what you think of the name. So make sure you drop your comments down below and let me know what your thoughts are. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, turning on your notifications, and checking out our membership features as well. I'd appreciate it if you did. As always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.